Hey everybody, today I'm going to talk about the Rogue Echo bike, just called the Rogue Echo bike. It is a competitor to something called the Assault Air bike, and then there's another manufacturer called Zybex or Cybex that rips off the Assault bike and sells a bike that's identical to it. It's probably made in the same Chinese factory. And also the Schwinn Airdyne. So Schwinn Airdyne is the pioneer in this category. They were making these things 50 years ago. They really haven't changed much. It's just gotten a little beefier over time. And then the CrossFitters latched onto this thing in the last year or two. Anything CrossFit does, it's just a giant ready-made market, and so these things got sold in all these CrossFit boxes all over the place. But it's really a great piece of equipment, so it's kind of funny to me because everything old is new again. These Schwinn Airdynes have been around forever. For the longest time, they just sort of fell out of fashion. People didn't want to ride them. But this is a great all-around total body exercise. It's really a good thing to have. And so I basically have three pieces of exercise equipment. This Echo bike, the Concept 2 rower, and then my Titan spin bike. So I think this thing is great. Of the three, I think this is probably the best one to get. It's also very affordable. This is the cheapest bike in the market segment, and it's great. All right, so here, this is the little computer that comes with it. It has a bunch of different things on the display. I'm going to slowly turn these pedals. But it's got speed, watts, RPMs, distance, time, calories. And then on the right side, it's got a ton of little modes there, intervals, custom target time, target distance, target calories, target heart rate. So lots of different ways you can use this thing. And then it's got a start and stop, and then a control thing on the left side. So that's the little computer that comes with it, basically just a digital readout that gives you information on your workout. All right, so we've got a seat post here. If you want to adjust it, you loosen this screw. You can move the seat forward and back. And then the height of the seat post is changed by this. And that's really it, just two adjustments on it. And then it's got a couple of big old arms that you move back and forth, and pedals you turn. Up here, there are fan blades inside this giant metal housing. They are really impressive. This whole thing is extremely heavy, but as you saw, it can be wheeled around pretty easily once you get it up on these wheels. They look like maybe rollerblade wheels, and then you can move the whole thing around pretty easily. It's very noisy, and like most pieces of exercise gear, it's easy to be bored out of your mind, so I planted it right in front of my TV where I'll probably watch some Cobra Kai or something like that. So how do I feel about this bike? This bike is the only air bike you should be thinking about. If you buy anything else, it's a mistake. Why? Because first off, this is the best built bike in its segment. Secondly, it's the least expensive. You just don't see things like this where the cheapest thing is the best thing. And this is absolutely the best bike in its segment. So don't overthink this. Just go out, and if you want an air bike of some sort, get this. This is all the rage with the CrossFitters. My CrossFit friends love their Assault bikes. All their boxes are probably switching to the Rogue Echo bike here soon. But this is a big deal because it's a full body workout. Now, this is a design that's been around forever. Schwinn started making the Airdyne, I don't know, 50 years ago or something, a long, long time ago. And this is basically a Schwinn Airdyne. So if you can get a Schwinn Airdyne off of Craigslist for $100 or something like that, go ahead and do that. But if you want to buy something new, buy this. Schwinn still makes Airdynes. They're very expensive. They're more expensive than this. They're not better. In fact, in some ways, they're probably not as good. Now, this is not a chain drive. It's a belt drive. So it's quieter. Belt drive is the way this stuff is going these days. It's more reliable. It just works better. I don't know if you can see the belt inside there, but it looks kind of like a fan belt in your car. Now, as you turn these pedals, then these fans provide the resistance that you get. So there's just not a lot to worry about with this thing. This is the machine you need to get. So I'll demonstrate turning the pedals a little bit on it. So, ultimately, what's my verdict? Get this. Don't mess around with anything else. this is just a slam dunk choice. There's no reason to buy anything else in this market space. This is the cheapest bike in its market space and the best. So Schwinn makes some great ones, but they cost a whole heck of a lot more, and all of your other options are probably not as nice. So I would get this again, and if I could only buy one piece of cardio-ish workout gear, it would probably be this. I think it's a better full body workout than the Concept 2 rower, and I love the Concept 2 rower. Everybody have a great workout. Get this bike if you're thinking about it. You will be making a mistake if you get anything else.